the communities.
Okay.
The first condition is parking lot redesign for emergency access. The parking lot layout must be adjusted to allow clear and efficient access for fire department vehicles. The second condition is installation of an aesthetic barrier for the adjacent property, making sure that sound and light pollution are not bothering these properties. And the third condition is no parking on Route 83. With these conditions in place, this development will serve as a valuable addition to the community.
And that is in addition to the enumerated conditions set forth in the staff report. Could you just repeat? I didn't quite hear everything you said. I heard something. I heard the no parking on 83,
Yes,
which I'm
so
glad you got it.
the first condition is parking lot redesign for emergency access.
Okay,
And then the second approval condition is installation of an aesthetic barrier for the adjacent property that's in between the two.
okay, let's talk about the redesign. We have a site plan which does not indicate any such redesign. What?
So for me, it was, the emergency access, essentially having a clear and efficient access for fire department. That's my most concern.
And how should we go about codifying that? Because your condition is a concept, but it's not set forth in the site plan.
So I think for me, it's more of just having the direct communication with the department and making sure the project's aligned.
Okay. Is there a second to this well, before I ask for a second, I want to clarify that in discussion with the petitioner's representative prior to the hearing commencing, I clarified that the request for a height increase from 36 to 40 feet would be applicable only to for mechanicals exceeding the 36-foot limit, air conditioning towers, etc. And only for building which is enumerated as A2 on the site plan. So would you agree with that addition?
Yes.
Okay, then is there a second to the motion?
I'd second it. I'd like to add a few things if you accept it. I'm assuming when you were talking about the fire, for the fire department, you're talking about that parking lot that would have to be built because the grass won't support the trucks. And I'd ask for some pervious materials to be used. And I think the Fourth Reserve asked that no tar products be used. And when you mentioned the barriers for that property, you were gonna put them on both sides because it's completely surrounded. It would be aesthetic and the normal landscaping around it.
Yes.
I think that's all I had marked down on mine.
Okay, so you're seconding on that basis?
Yes.
And those changes are satisfactory to the maker of the motion. Is there anybody that wants?
Oh, I had one more. Sorry.
Okay,
I know what it was. In keeping with the surrounding bigger churches, I would think we'd make a condition that on Sundays, they hire the DuPage County Police Department to direct traffic to, not only for the safety of the general public, but to alleviate the fears of the, local, residents.
Could we do a condition like that?
We can.
well, we can do a condition that they provide for some traffic regulation on Sundays. I don't think we can say it has to be the DuPage County off-duty sheriff's police or something.
All right, that's fine. And then do we have what is our normal to revisit these conditional use? 5 years, 7 years?
What I consider to be normal is that we put a maximum of 10 years on any conditional use, lower that number and indicate that there's an alternative test so that there's a change of ownership, or if the facility is destroyed, the conditional use expires earlier than whatever the year period is. However, that is not very often applied where there is substantial capital improvement that is required. So in a case like this, I'm not sure that, a time limit makes a lot of sense, but that's,
I just brought it up because one of our last ones, you had made the comment after we done, oh, we forgot to put that on. So based on your wisdom of what you just conveyed, I don't see the need for one in this case then.
of course, the problem is, there's some question about the traffic and whether this all works out, so it would be nice if we could find a way to revisit it, but I don't see it. This to me was a very, very close case because of the traffic. I think the conditions that you guys have suggested, particularly the monitoring of traffic and the traffic control authorities appearing on Sunday, that's a good condition that solves my problem. So anybody else have any comments?
I only wanted to comment that I read the transcripts and reviewed all the pertinent materials, so I'm up to date for both.
Oh, I forgot that you were not present at the hearing. Okay, great. Well, there's a fair amount of additional conditions for the staff to record to reflect the remarks of the board members. Are you clear, Jess, as to what can be done, or Paul?
Yes.
All right. I won't, this is not a requirement, but a request. Could we see the additional written conditions before it goes to the development committee by way of email or something?
Sure, yes.
Okay, great. So I think we're ready for a vote. Would you please call the roll on the motion to approve?
Member Roman,
Aye.
member Ketter,
Aye.
member Schultz,
Aye.
member Murphy,
Right.
member Moran,
Aye.
Chairman Carthel.
Aye. Vote passes by a vote of 6 in favor and none opposed. And we'll proceed to the county board development committee with that recommendation. I'll indicate that there is no old business to be considered and no new business to be considered. So we're ready to adjourn, and we are therefore adjourned.